first started doing this job, my family were pretty much against it. They could see that it wasn't very safe, and when I told them like how the contract was written, they're like, this job isn't very secure either, but I'm getting paid to cycle and that's what I love doing.
Once you've been on shift for about half an hour or so, you can reach this real sort of like Zen mind frame of just the rhythm of riding around. It's very chill in a way.
Even from like the first week, I couldn't believe that this job exists and that you could make money delivering on a bike.
Freedom is different for everyone. It really depends how you are and what you're looking for. Like, I don't really like having a boss on my back ordering me around, telling me what to do. I'm responsible for my own motivation and my own performance. If I go faster, I'll do more orders. It's really just me and the app.
The job entails getting paid to do cardio, and that can be quite addictive. And I ride like 3 hours a day. I did 21,000 last year. I'm hoping to do 23,000 this year.
There's a lot of adrenaline to work on the rush hours, to push yourself, to be faster. It's exciting.
I perhaps don't think too often about just how dangerous it is and just how many hours I am on the road trying to go fast. I have been knocked off my bike a few times, and when you're on the road this many hours, also trying to go as fast as you can to deliver orders, things can definitely happen and it can be quite scary sometimes.
I've been so lucky on the bike, unbelievable.
There's the batch system that divides the riders into batches depending on your performance. So the better you perform at the job, that means that you're in a higher batch, which means that you have earlier access to shifts, which allows you to grab the most lucrative shifts. Which in theory sounds like a good idea because you're rewarding those that work the hardest, but it's a problem because there are no protections. You know, if something happens to you that you can't avoid, then instantly you can drop from the top shifts to the bottom and then you're stuck. So it's really important if you're in a high batch to maintain that high batch, otherwise your ability to pay the bills just goes out the window.
The only thing that matters for the riders is to be one of the top performers. That means that you're gonna break some rules on the street that puts you in danger, puts other people in danger, puts car drivers in danger, everybody in danger. And once you get into an accident, you are on your own, according to the company.
You're supposed to have your own insurance. That's sort of expected of you, but the problem is that the insurers expect that the company that you work for to insure you. So once you do get into an accident, the company's not going to look after you. You're considered inactive.
I've had different accidents. I even broke my wrist in one of the accidents, so I couldn't work for 3 weeks. They told me not to worry. When I came back, I was still going to be able to have my job. When I came back a little over a month later, I was not one of the top performers anymore. I used to belong to the first group. I fell to the last group, batch 6. I'm inactive, about to be fired. The thing that matters most in this job is the deviation, the number of orders that you do per hour. You are competing against each other to be part of the top riders. Then sometimes that forces you to do things that you shouldn't do. For example, riding on the sidewalks, carrying your bicycle on top of escalators or stairs.
The competitiveness of doing more orders compared to other riders. They increased the importance of that by a significant amount. They were creating an environment where riding unsafely and dangerously was rewarded, or even perhaps necessary, and riding cautiously was penalised.
It seems like just drivers aren't really seen as fellow people that much. They're just like, they're the workforce. They can be just terminated with 24 hours notice for anything. As the competition ramped up with more and more players, just the contracts that they were offering to new drivers just got less and less. You'd have to be within the top 30% of riders to actually make minimum wage. It just makes you think like this industry shouldn't exist.
But I specifically said to the boss, how do I deal with my batch number if I go overseas? And he said, oh, just put in an absence and it's fine, your batch number won't suffer. And then when I came back, I dropped to batch 4. So I wasn't able to get shifts as easily as I had previously, and I had worked hard to have a good batch. And then within a few weeks, I got the email saying, inactivity, you're done. And that was that. You really can't take weekends off, let alone go on holidays, because when you come back, you won't have work.
It's pretty sad because we're the ones that do the actual hard work and are the face of the company. And it just seems unfair that the people who do the hard work and get the food to the customer, which is pretty much everything about the job, get paid little.
It's not only about getting a reasonable wage to live by, but that's not enough, because next week you have to still have a good batch, which means you have to ride faster than everyone. So it just ups the level that everyone rides at, and it means more people are breaking road rules or just riding, dangerously, taking more risks in order to go faster.
I don't see myself working under these conditions for too long. I like the job. I just don't like the people who administer and manage. So I wish it could change for the better. I've been saving my job so far, but at any moment, they could just fire me.
I'd like to see the industry change to just be more supportive of the people who do all the hard work and the risky work. It just seems unfair that they can just be pushed aside once they're unable to deliver food for you.
I did love the company, so I was honest in giving it a good name, and I really, I gave a lot, and instantly, with no thought, I guess someone just highlighted my name on the computer and pressed delete. Great part of the job is the rider community and the cool personalities that you meet, and this real sense of camaraderie that we have on the road. This competitiveness of needing to do more orders compared to your peers, I think definitely ruins the social aspect in a way.
The only thing that's keeping me in this is just my current contract and the community.
If we were a fair company, that if they would respect my rights, then it would be the perfect job for me. I would continue doing this job for as long as I could.
Yeah, I guess it's just the risk that you have to take to work this job, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.